I'm Stacy, and there is Amy.
Welcome to the TFR, Twilight Fans Review. Now we're going to talk about the very heartbreaking scene. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
It's the one scene we all do not like at all, because that means it's
well,
the ending
especially
of
the
Edward for a
fans.
time. And, you know, it's pretty much like the ending as far as in the beginning part of the movie. In the book, if you know, whichever one you've, you know, of course the movie hasn't come out, so of course we haven't seen that part yet, but in the book, you know, it's, I don't know, but in the book, still, but anyways, 'cause the movie's not technically out, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Right.
But, you know, of course, some of the scenes are there. But, anyways, the part that I'm talking about is that, it's kind of like, almost like a breakup. At least that's what he's trying to make it be, Edward is. Even though that's the last thing that he doesn't want to do, but he knows he's kind of forced because he feels like he's got to leave her because of what happened with Jasper. And,
Well, he feels
like
like he has to protect her.
Yeah, even though
That's his biggest thing. I mean, I understand, but I don't understand. If you love someone, why do you want to leave them?
Exactly.
You know, and that's what kind of, with Edward, I don't think he always thinks right. You know, to be honest, because I wouldn't do that to someone I love.
Yeah.
I mean, to me it's stupid because the way I look at it is, he's leaving her unprotected.
Yeah.
Just by leaving her. And it's just like, what's that black guy's name is? I can't remember.
Laurent.
Yeah, just like you were pointing out, if you've seen the preview of the movie, the trailer. She talks about that, you know, he left you, you know. So she's left unprotected and anybody can hurt her. So yeah, I mean, I don't think he really thought about that. He really thought about her protection with, you know, Jasper. You know, I mean, he thought that by leaving, he was helping her. He was saving her life.
But then he forgets about how there's Victoria who's out for blood.
Not just that, he forgets that Bella is always, she's like a magnet for trouble.
Yeah. And not to mention she's clumsy as all get out, so.
Exactly. So that doesn't go along very well.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I first read that, I cried. And I still cry at it every time I read it, because it's just such a sad thing. And what happened to her afterwards when she's in the woods, I mean, that's just terrible. It really is. I mean, I could not believe that he would do such a thing. Because, I mean, I know in the first one, he, you know, I think he was thinking about it because, you know, she got hurt because of another vampire, and he feels, I guess he feels responsible for it. But, I mean, you know, again, he doesn't think about other things either. But for me, I was just sad about it. I was really sad. It was a heartbreaking scene. That's what I call it. A heartbreaking scene.
Yep.
And another thing, add on to that, about her being depressed, that was just so, I mean, it wasn't the best book to read, especially when she was in a depression. It was kind of interesting when she was hanging out with her friends and things would happen, like, you know, memories, you know, of Edward would come to her when she was doing something, you know, risky.
Also,
that way, kind of interesting.
Also, what they're going to actually do instead of, like, hallucinations, like it is in the book, from what the director stated, they're going to do kind of like he's there, but in, like, a memory. Instead,
right,
kind of like what Alice can do, where she can see the future, where she's actually having visions of Edward. Instead, is pretty much what it is. So instead of hallucinations, or not call it, visions is what that. It was actually. Where did I find that at? I found that like yesterday, actually. I think again is something that they put out. Although it's on a different site, but then they put out through. You know, cause you know how on some sites you could put through from different sites of information on a different site? Well, that's what they did. Even though it's from Sodahead, but they also have other sites like News Weekly and MTV that they put on there. And And there was one of those too that they actually pointed that out, and I read it the other day, or maybe today. I'm not really. Well, I think it was more like yesterday actually, and that's what they stated, that they're going to make it into, like I said, like what Alice can do, where she can see visions. It's going to be visions instead of hallucinations.
But so far, the scene that they actually shown, I think it was very close to the book. They did a great job in that scene. Stacey, what did you think?
Yep. But this is
what to show a kitty.
Her name's Belle. Ironically, I've had her before Twilight actually existed for me. So she's
yeah, show a little bit more because you're not showing her head. There you go. There's Belle.
She's 4 years old. I love her. Yes, I do. She's my big kid with fur.
But anyway, I think they did a great job with the scene.
What happened with Jasper was nothing.
Nothing compared to what could have happened. And I promise never to put you through anything like this ever again. This is the last time you'll ever see me. What if I'm not the hero? What if I'm